She's the black woman on the board, and she has said no, very clearly in public. So there are then 3 other votes. We need 3 out of 3 to win tonight. You see the math. It's tough. And so at this point, I think we have likely 2 other no votes. And it will be likely coming down to Andrew Scott to break the tie. And at this moment, he is likely to vote yes. So we've been bringing pressure upon him. You'll be pleased to know that last Monday at the policy committee meeting of the PPS board, I was surprised, very pleased to see Senator Lou Frederick. Senator Lou Frederick is the primary black man representing the public in this Oregon Senate, and he came out clearly opposed to JROTC. And that's a big oppose, because Lou Frederick worked in this building for many, many years and is known by other people, including Julia Brim Edwards. She gave him more time to talk as a courtesy. I had 2 minutes. Lou had as much time as he needed. That was good, since in this case, he was telling them in no uncertain terms, and I might say that I asked Lou if I could speak what he had shared, and he said yes, because he can't be here tonight. He told the board, the optics of this are terrible. Just in itself, it makes no sense. It's going to cost more money than the Pentagon provides, so it's a net loser of finances. That's very clear from the data of where it's operated elsewhere. And at a time when the Portland Public School Board is looking at $30 million this year in budget cuts, we're going to have another program, possibly, JROTC, that is a net loss of revenue. We're cutting elsewhere and we're going to add this. Timing is horrible, even if you support JROTC. It is horrible. And he spoke from a position of having been a JROTC cadet in Georgia in high school. And he said, this is not for high school kids. He said, it's not that you're denying an option by not having JROTC. That's the argument. Green and others are saying, the students here need to have the option, a career option. It's a good option for them. It's a choice. Why should we deny them that choice? Lou Frederick came back and said, they have the choice. The recruiters are already at job fairs and in the schools, informing them of that option. Obviously, the students have the option to enlist after they leave. They should be very careful, because when they enlist, there is always this flexibility clause. Are you aware of that? The flexibility clause in the fine print of every enlistment contract says that we are not bound to fulfill our promises. We, the military, may have other needs for you than what we have agreed, the recruiter has agreed, to help you learn a trade in the military as an electronic engineer, or a diesel mechanic, or whatever it might be. We can change our minds. That's not a violation of the contract. You understand? So you could actually be enlisting for a career technical education option and not get it, because the military does not have to fulfill their promises. Lou Frederick knows this. I think Herman Green didn't understand it. I'm not sure if he understands it now. It is being marketed at PPS as a career technical education program. It is not. In fact, courses at JROTC programs in California do not even transfer for college credit anywhere in California. They are not credible. The main things that I have said as an educator to these board members has not so much been value judgments about the military itself. Others can say that, and I might agree with them. My two big problems are, one, it harms the integrity of the educational system. You understand? It's not just an assertion. It is a fact. It's supported by the fact that when you have it embedded in the curriculum, the JROTC courses are taught by people appointed by the military. And by the way, when those people become a little too independent as classroom instructors, they can be removed by the military. Do you understand? Where is academic freedom there? It doesn't exist. Where is the protection of a union? It doesn't exist. We appoint you, we can replace you. So you better toe the line. In your course, your purpose is to recruit. Understand? We want enlistees as a result of this JROTC program. That's the reason for it to exist. So don't you start acting independent as the instructor. Don't you do that, we'll remove you. And the curriculum, the textbooks are all selected by the Pentagon. They are not reviewed by the school board or by internal mechanisms. And they can also be replaced and changed. You have pro-military curriculum, pro-military instructors that are living their existence at PPS at the will of the military. That is not academic integrity. Honestly, I would say the same thing if, I don't know, Nike were to say, we'll give you instructors to teach business classes in PPS. You might have to pay for their salaries, you might have to pay for their benefits, same way with JROTC instructors, but hey, they are really good business teachers. And we'll provide the curriculum for your business classes. And we'll replace the instructors, we'll replace the curriculum as we see fit. Isn't this a wonderful partnership with Nike? I would say no, it is not. It is contrary to the integrity of the educational system. You don't have to be anti-military to be anti-JROTC. You need to be pro-integrity of the educational system. Clear? That's where I stand as an educator. And of course, it is a net loss of money. Of course, because even though sometimes in the first year, the Pentagon pays a good chunk of change to cover the instruction, there's a bait and switch, and typically in the second year, the district pays the entire thing. And even if that is negotiated a little bit, so as not to be quite as strong a concern, the district is still continuing to be concerned about benefits, supplies, classroom, and of course we need to provide the space after school for them to practice their rifle drills and shooting. We have the rifles, of course, on campus, after school. This is not physical education. So you get the idea. There are other speakers. You can cut me off anytime. I'm being cut off by my boss. John?